Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany and welcome to Brittany's Place. On this channel, we do reviews, unboxings, DIYs, story times, mukbangs, and a lot of other cool things. So be sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications if you have not done so already. Today is a story time video. I'm going to be sharing with you all what has been what's happened to me over the last week. And yeah, this story, hopefully it spreads awareness of what's going on and help someone else out there protect their vehicle. So without further ado, so I've been driving my same SUV for years. You know, I'm the kind of person that once I pay off my vehicle, I just like to get everything I can out of it. I don't want to just run straight to the dealership. I mean, I do, but I don't typically run straight to the dealership because I don't want another car payment. And I just enjoy saving that money. Like I enjoy not having to worry about a car note. So I was driving my car, and this car, if you've been following me on my main channel at Brittany Bundles, you know that I was going back and forth from down south to Michigan, Ohio. Like I was just driving that car so many miles. Like my car has a lot of miles on it and a lot of highway miles on it. So anyways, it was a normal day. I went outside, I put my daughter in the car, and we were headed to my mom's house. To get to my mom's house, there's this really busy street. Like, it's not the highway, but it's pretty, like, it's some kind of like the highway. Like you drive, I think like 55 miles. I think 50 is the speed limit or something like that, to get on this road. And people drive faster than that. So people are flying, going fast. And that's, that was normal. All of a sudden, my car just stopped. Like I was at this light on the street. I was about to make a left turn and my car just literally like cut off. I've never seen anything like that. Now, prior to that, the day before, I went to go get my oil changed. And the oil change took about 2 hours, and it wasn't packed. It wasn't packed, excuse me. And the woman that was sitting there was like, I've been here for 2 hours, and they tried to overcharge me, and just be careful that they don't overcharge you, and you'll probably be here for like 2 hours. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I was there for 2 hours with my daughter. I didn't think the oil change would take that long, but I've gone there before, so I trusted them, to take my car there again. So the oil change was done. They tried to charge me like $90 for it. I showed them the price on their website that was like 50 something. And so they honored that price, and I went on about my day. Now, fast forward, next day, I'm driving, my car cuts off. Now, before my car cuts off, on my dashboard, it flashes like this sign of like a bucket with oil leaking out of it. And so I was like, crap, like, did something happen wrong with the oil change? So because the car stopped in an area that was very dangerous where cars are just flying, and there were some nice people around, thank God, and because God's grace, people hopped out of the car. It was like one person hopped out, and he was trying to push the car over to like the side of the road so that it wouldn't get hit. Another guy got out and helped him. There were like 4 guys that were helping. A woman was with one of the men, and she was talking to me and talking to my daughter and trying to keep us calm because this has never happened to me. So I explained to them what happened as far as like the oil change, and they were like, well, maybe they forgot to put the cap on it. So after this whole like just mess, this ordeal, they finally pushed the car to the side of the road, and I got it towed back to the oil shop, and they were going to check to see if the cap was on it or what's going on. Mind, I do want to put this in here too, that they already people tried to jump the car. It wasn't that. I had gas in it. It wasn't that. Someone did ask. They were like, did you run out of gas? And I'm thinking like, no, because I never let my car get down low enough to run out of gas. I'm very, very careful with that. I've always been very careful because that was one of my fears when I first started driving as a teenager, running out of gas for some reason. So I always made sure I had gas in my car. So they took it to the oil change shop. The oil change shop called me the next day and they said, hey, everything's fine with the oil change, but you didn't have any gas. I put $5 in it from the gas station across the street. Make sure you keep gas in it. And I was like, oh, I was so relieved. Like, man, okay, maybe I was just tired that day. Maybe I didn't check it. you know, a lot of different things could have happened. Maybe, you know, I was wrong. Maybe I did. Obviously, I ran out of gas. So I went up there to get the car and I was driving it, and they told me to go straight to the gas station. I went to the gas station across the street, and that gas station was full. So I rode a little bit further down and went to another gas station, and I started pumping gas, and my gas started like I could see it rolling out from the bottom of my car. Like it was like I was putting it in and the gas was literally flowing out. So I'm like, what the heck is this? So I stopped pumping. I called the oil change spot back. He sent a man to come, one of the workers, to come to the gas station to meet me and figure out what was going on. He looked under my car and he saw a hole, like someone actually drilled, like with a power tool, drilled a hole in my gas tank under my car and took my gas out. And I'm like, okay. At first they were thinking it was maybe like an accident. And then they were like, no, this hole is too clean cut. Like this was done intentional. Mind you, I don't go anywhere throughout the day, really. Like I'm at home, which I do live in an apartment complex. So someone could have done it out here. I go to my mom's house. I don't think anyone did that there. She has a long driveway. I don't think anyone, well, it's not too long, but I don't think anyone would go, and I don't think anyone did it at her house. I go take my kids to and from school, which I'm normally in the car when I'm doing that. And yeah, other than doctor's appointments, going to like the grocery store, the mall, I don't really go too many places. So I'm thinking like, where could this have happened? So the only thing that I can think of, I'm like, well, maybe they made a mistake at the oil change place. Maybe that's why it took 2 hours. So I asked them if they could review their tapes, and they were really reluctant to do that. I went on the website and I read some of their reviews, and people were saying that they took their car to the shop, that particular shop, and they left, and they had a lot of issues after that. So I'm like, okay, maybe not. I called corporate. He said he would look into it. And that was like last week. I haven't heard anything back from him. Meanwhile, I took the car to a shop and they were going to replace it, but my car had so much rust under it. It's been in Michigan for years, and I haven't been pulling it in my garage because I sold my home a few years ago, so I didn't have a garage to put it in. The apartment that I live in, they don't have garages. So it's just been out here. Like it's just been, and even before when I had my home, I wasn't parking my car in the garage all the time, to be honest. I was just parking. We did have a longer driveway, so I was just parking in the driveway. But my car was so rusted, they were like, it's best not to keep doing a lot of underwork on the car. It's best to try and look for another car. So I'm going to be looking for another car. They did patch up my gas tank, which still makes me nervous. I've been driving with my patched up gas tank for like 3 days at this point, and I haven't seen any like danger signs or warning signs, but I just didn't know people were doing that. I didn't know that was a thing. I Googled it, you know, someone drilling it, because I was thinking like, dang, like, is this something that people really do? And it is something that people do. I don't know if it's because of the type of vehicle that I had, if they were trying to get a specific type of gas. I don't know if it's because they thought I had more gas because I have an SUV. Like, if I don't know why, but yeah. So my gas was stolen. So I thought that was just an interesting story, like an interesting event to share, because I've never heard of anything like that. And again, I'm not too versed on like what happens with cars or anything like that, but I just thought that was really, really strange. So let me know down below if you've ever heard of anything like that, and be careful. Like your insurance, if I didn't have insurance, it would have cost $1,000 to get it replaced. And like the parts online were like $500 and $400 for a new gas tank thing. I thought it was just like a little tank, but it's actually like a big part that they put on the car. But yeah, like I just didn't expect that. So be careful. Make sure you have insurance. If you don't park your car in the garage, like that's something that you want to, I guess, check for. If you put gas in your car earlier and it looks like it's gone down quite a bit. And the crazy thing is, it didn't show me, like my gas light didn't come on. It didn't say that my gas was completely out. I guess it wasn't completely out. It was just low, because I didn't get any, it didn't show me that it was completely low or gone or anything like that. So I don't know when it happened or what, but it was a very scary experience. So that's that for this story time. I'm going to be coming to you again with some other videos, so stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye.